Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance War number 5 of the preseason versus R. It's actually a different letter, but I couldn't figure out what the characters were, so I just wrote R. It looks like an R. Anyway, this is the last video I'm going to be recording in this apartment. Pretty cool. And it will post when we're already moved in. So let's get underway to the first fight. It is on node number 6, a 6-star Cosmic Champion's what I see right there. And I was thinking it was going to be Gamora. The thing predicted it, but actually it's not Gamora. Give this thing some time. We're gonna need more data. It's actually a Hela, so I'm taking in Phoenix. Pretty long fight because Hela has a lot of physical resistance combined with all this armor. The only way I'm gonna be doing any significant damage is with crits. So I've gotten some crits so far. If I could keep that up, that'd be great. But not able to see. Look at those mediums are only doing 200 damage each. It's practically nothing. The Furies are starting to build up a little bit. I do need to get some more heavies in, so I'll weave that in, get a nice little armor break. That should help get the damage going a little bit, but it's still kind of slow. You can tell that actually my incinerates are doing a good amount of damage here. Kind of adding to what is a slow onslaught on this Hela here. So I need to bait out the special 2 at some point. So I decide to back off at this point and see what I can do. Here she goes. You can see I have that Fury because I am a female champion. I think that is the amped up node. So pretty cool. Now that all my Furies are gone though, I'm back to sort of low damage. I could throw my special 3. I don't know why I don't. But there we go, and that's that one. So moving on to node number 9. Node number 9 is a 6-star duplicated science champion, right? And look at that. It's got persistent charges. I'm super jealous of this guy because he has a duped 6-star sentry, the dream. Oh my god, I'd trade my sentry for this sentry any day. I know that the SIG levels are probably low on this guy, but man, and Sentry does need a pretty high SIG ability, but it would be so cool to have that blue border. Anyway, I take Phoenix in. Oops, sorry about that. Let's get into full screen mode. Yeah, I take Phoenix in and I start doing some damage. I have recoil on, but I know I don't need Phoenix for the whole war, so I'm just she's a strong, safe option for fights. Moving forward here. So I just put these Furies on, going in, hitting into the block is actually a good thing when they have Incinerate on, because it does a little bit of extra damage. I think half of their block proficiency is removed. I throw this L3, which is definitely going to kill him, and we can move on to the next fight, Node 33, which is the start of the path normally. I've seen. Oh, man, I've seen so many rogues on this node, but it is a science champion this time, so I'm not sure who to expect. It could be a Luke Cage, but it really could be anybody. This is still a diversity node. People try random Plagued Mind. I actually saw recently, I think Plagued Mind's very good for fighting Thor Ragnaroks, but it turns out this one's a Miles Morales, and to be honest, I guess sort of a threat in certain scenarios, but I mean, he is just, look at this. He's still evading, and oops. See that? It's all live, guys. It's all live. What was I going to say? He's still evading, but I'm able to, if you just do medium, light, it's not really a threat, because he will, I don't know what it is about the way the evasion works, but they will actually still get hit by your light attack, even though they evade. It's the double mediums you got to watch out for, ending on a medium that evades, So another science champion on this node. I don't have the only villain I have, villain, quote unquote, I'm pretty sure this is a bug, is Corvus. So I bring in Corvus, I think, just because, why not? I'll gain the power on this node, and good thing I did, because look at this, it's a Void. Ooh, Void is tricky. I hate Void, especially when I have a Suicides on, because of the damage versus debuffs he has. So he's hurting me every single second, even through Corvus's bleed immunity. because I have a debuff on me. So that's no good. That's no good at all. And I actually don't throw my special in time, so I don't get to launch a decent attack on him. So I'm gonna run out of glaive charges. This is clear. So I'm doing that. I'm hitting into his block, trying to get some extra damage in, and I block that. I want to throw a special, and I just don't really quite make it. I don't get there in time, so I just didn't have the reactions I was hoping for. So now I'm playing Void. I mean, I could die here still, even though it looks like I'm about to win. I'm doing almost no damage, so I've got to handle that. I've got to go back in and time those 10 hit combos correctly. So I'm doing the 10 hits pretty well at this point. I haven't had a debuff on me in a long time. I could have launched a special there again, but I didn't. So I'm really just playing this strategy-wise, and it looks like I'm going to time it perfectly again, take no ticks of damage, and at this point, 5%, I'm feeling pretty good. There's no way I'm going to lose this one. I do launch a special at this point, finally, and he does finally go down. Finally. So node 44, the Spite node, we've got a tech champion. That's kind of why I brought Corvus to this. You know, I only ever bring Corvus when I see a tech champion. Tech champions are almost always Iron Man Infinity War, and it is a shame that people aren't placing somebody else here. But you know, it's Iron Man Infinity War. So I got to get my fingers better on these keys here. They're like kind of hotkeys I've set up for this this stuff. So Iron Man Infinity War, I do go in with a little bit less hit points than I would have liked because of the Void fight, but I'm fairly confident in how I'm going to handle this. I'm just going to bait his specials out. He's going to be constantly gaining power because of the true damage buff I have. Medium, light, medium. I get a few comments every war that say do heavies instead. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's incorrect. Medium, light, medium is the best glaive per power combo you can do with Corvus Glaive. So heavies will take more glaive charges and give you less power. So the medium, light, medium works well for me anyway, and I was ready to launch a special 2 and drain that guy's power if necessary, but he did throw his special 2, and I'm just dodging a special 1, get that timing down. Every once in a while you slip up, so you do want to kind of be careful there. And I throw my special 2 there, pretty good, did some decent damage. You can see I actually healed up a lot via willpower over the course of this fight because of all of the it's like a 30-second or 60-second bleed maybe. So it really does a lot of work for you if you can keep your glaive charges up. Dodge the special 2 again. He's already hit a special 1. The animations for this guy take a long time, so he's able to gain a lot of power during the animation actually. So I go in here. I want to throw 1 hit. Dodge the special 1. You can see this fight. If you've watched some of my war videos, this fight is very similar to other fights I've taken. Now it's time to block. I definitely have this strategy down at this point. I just need to block, get another special 2, and luckily he's gaining power all the time, so I can just sit back and let him throw special 1s and put my power meter up. But I actually get hit, so that's another way to do it. I launch the special 2, and that one is enough to kill him. So now I have some glaive charges, and I'm looking at a Medusa on immunity. I could heal up Corvus and go there, but at the same time, I haven't dusted off Emma Frost. Not that her diamond form needs dusting off. It is super shiny the way it is. So I'm going to take in Emma Frost versus this Medusa. It's only 455, not 565. No boosts required. Let's just see if this works. In duels, it was working pretty good. So I decided to try it out. Why not? You know, we're in the off season. And there's some real viability here. You're going to see. So lots of good block proficiency there. Didn't take a lot of hits or a lot of damage through the block, where normally a Medusa would really hurt through the block. I'm intentionally going to try and stay in diamond form. And look at this. She parries. I'm stun immune. Awesome. Luckily, the bug didn't happen, so she still stays at... she dropped all 3 of her Furies. At this point, I'm not in diamond form, so I've got to be careful. I'm pretty sure if I threw a special 1 that it would trigger her auto block and I would be okay, like I'm far enough away. But I don't do it. Instead, I throw a heavy, and at this point I need to dump my power, but I get hit. Oof, man, that's just the user error at this point. I throw the special 2, get a pretty nice crit to be honest, and I go back in diamond form. So I'm kind of safe again. I need to trigger auto block, which is really cool, and then look at that. Oh my god, through her dumping her special and me having 1 bar already put me into telepath form, so that was not good. I do throw a nice special 2, and I'm back in diamond form because I need to be in diamond form to be stun immune. I really need to bait this special without getting hit by any of the blocked hits because it's going to be painful. So I do that successfully. I'm able to go back in for another 5-hit combo and get some prowess going with the parries, intercept right there. Throw that special 1, and I was hoping that this power sting would kill her, but it didn't, but the last hit actually did, so that's really good. That is my contribution for this war, to be honest. I didn't get any boss action, but yeah, we lost the war to Rampage. Is it? I think that just came to me in my head. I'm pretty sure these guys are called Rampage. We lost the war. I did pretty good though. Pretty happy with the way Emma and Phoenix did, and also Corvus. Corvus really came through where he was needed. So that's fun. We can look forward to more stuff. I think a lot of wars are going to look like this during this season. Not a lot of new defenders have gotten added. We do have Korg. I just think a lot of the people in Tier 2, Tier 1, obviously, people pick up these Korgs and all of a sudden they're at 565. Where do they find the resources? I don't know. They find it from Alliance War. But in Tier 2, I think we usually stay a couple months behind as far as the defense meta goes, and we can expect to see these maybe in Season 5, but I'm thinking more like Season 6 we'll start seeing the new meta defenders. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys from my new apartment. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, something. Take care, guys.